One of the things that the Institution of Structural Engineers is very proud of is the rigour in which we test competence to become an incorporated or a chartered member. That really does set a standard that people understand and know that you've achieved. It's a great institution to be part of. Anyone who's a voting member of the institution can put themselves forward to election to council and indeed the board.
We fulfil two purposes, sort of setting a bit of direction and deciding the things we're going to look at, but also making sure we're doing everything sort of the right way.
I put myself forward in 2021 elections, and I have just joined as a director of IStructE Limited, which is part of the commercial arm of the institution.
I really liked the diversity, listening, sharing, and certainly once I started coming to meetings at headquarters, realising that always people who were just pictures or names were people. They cared about engineering, they cared about young engineers.
I was involved with the examination committee. I was thinking, how else can I argument what I'm doing for my graduate engineers coming up? I've got that experience with the strategy, the governance side of things, and I thought perhaps I can influence the institution from the top.
I've got to take my hat off to the more recent changes to the institution, particularly with the S4S development, and that's really created a lot more diversity in council and the board. You can see that diversity both internationally, gender, and also diversity of experience, which I think is important for any board.
I think the institution is finding its voice through the climate action that we've taken. I say take more of a policy position on some of these issues and, influencing decision makers at policy level, at government level. And I think we should have a voice around policy where the outcome affects deeply what our members do and what we need to achieve as a profession.
What will be really interesting in the years to come is to see how much effect our projects have for getting more people involved and making it more easier for people to be connected to the institution and to push the profession forward and to be accessible.
For those members who may not be able to travel, we can join online if we can't attend particular meetings, and for international colleagues to still participate without having to have those long journeys on aircraft, which are also adding to our carbon footprint as well.
So we're trying to plot the direction of the institution, where it should be looking, how it should be expanding, just trying to remain relevant.
You've got the organisational structure and you will attend board and council meetings. So the council is your opportunity to speak to representatives of the institution.
Once you're on the board, you could be eligible to become president. It can certainly happen for any trustee on the board.
The worry sometimes is, am I sort of right for it? Is it for me? I think sort of time on sort of the various committees and boards and things that the institution has just makes you realise that everyone's just a normal person who cares about structural engineering. Whatever you have to say is relevant. Don't be afraid to get out there and try to influence it.
One of the things I'm passionate about is mentorship. If I had a mentor when I was at the graduate level, I probably would have reached at this level maybe half the time.
There's an element of giving something back. It's made me aware of all the different types of support.
Being able to tap into the IStructE network and that community set a great foundation for how I'll work in the future. And I just feel really lucky. I feel like I can now have more of a voice. What I want to kind of convey is that it's for everybody and that it's a place that will really enhance our profession and our working life.
There's so many more benefits than you can see on paper. There's that huge network that you develop and giving back. I've certainly got colleagues who've suddenly realised how much more the institution has to offer them than just their professional membership.
Being a trustee board member has been a great learning curve for me, and the opportunities that the institution is pursuing and to work with the fantastic board members has been a really enjoyable experience so far.
There's a lot of satisfaction involved in providing services for the members and them appreciating those services.
Gaining knowledge from other people and then sharing that knowledge and blurring those kind of traditional boundaries of competition between firms and just kind of saying we all need to do this together to make that change. So what is it that we all collectively need to learn?
Formally, some members of the board have formal roles leading some of the headline committees within the institution, so that works quite well when those formal roles happen to be aligned with our own personal sort of passion projects.
Now I'm on my second term, so it's really good. We've seen some people change, But it's been very positive, and it's one of the things I really enjoy, coming back to London and interacting with the teams here.
When you're on the board, there's a lovely feeling that you're actually helping dictate the direction and the future movement of the institution.
We are an international institution.
Everyone's got something to contribute. I think you should just reach out.
You'll get to meet people that you would never normally meet, people from all over the world.
The nice thing is you're with a group of like-minded people who are focused in the same direction and wanting to do the best for the institution. So it's just an inner satisfaction of giving back what others have invested in us.
You have a place, and yeah, it would be great to have you there.